Hello, people, and welcome back to the Salem Intruder, where today I am recording with headphones so I can hear myself in my ears and I can make sure that I sound better for what is essentially a podcast with visuals. So, I have a new graphic package for 2023, if you hadn't noticed, or seen the post that no one engaged with. But anyway, I'm not bitter about it. Today's episode is entitled Alex Ben Fever, because I would like to share my hot takes on the Alex, Ben, Stephanie, Chad love triangle. So, let's continue. So, with my 2023 graphic package, I realized that the old Captain Oops, which if you're not familiar with Captain Oops, that's Ron Carlivati, head writer of Days of Our Lives. The old one with the traditional Salem Intruder colors didn't fit this graphic package. So I changed his colors and had our makeup team work on him, so to speak. And now it looks like he has, really, cakey foundation on, which I'm not sure that I like. He might be too gross to stay. We might have to kick him out later. But anyway, that was a dumb bit. So, as you can see here, this graphic says Lock Horns, Chad versus Ben. And the reason for that is because I want to touch on how Chad versus Ben is an age-old feud. We've had this feud for a while. This feud has been going on since the first cabin fire, which was ages ago. And if you're not familiar with that, there have been 5 cabin fires. And sometimes it's at the Horton cabin, but then sometimes it's at the Ben and Sierra cabin, and no one really knows which is which. And they might be the same, but they might be different. Which is kind of the same as another concept in Days of Our Lives, scientific concept. Well, more like philosophical concept, but you get it. You know who it is. Schrödinger's Alex Ben. Both and neither, different and same, here and there. Before we move any further, I feel it's important that we review the principle of Schrödinger's Alex Ben, just so we're all on the same page. As you can see from this very helpful illustration, Alex is fully Ben, and Ben is fully Alex. Additionally, they are two separate entities, operating completely unrelated to one another. And we have to take this into account when considering Alex's current predicament with his love interest, Stephanie, who is his soulmate, and I love them. Now, I like to analyze this love triangle, just to make sure that, we all understand what's going on here. I like to analyze this love triangle is like an onion, and I want to peel back the layers. So, let's get started. First of all, Stephanie. For the last time, Stephanie is not Abigail. And if you put her with Chad as a replacement for Abigail, that's just going to ruin her character just immediately, like that. While she and Chad would be a good match several years down the road, she's too young to be locked down with a husband and 2 children. You gotta let her live. You gotta let her breathe. Stephanie deserves better than just being a cheap replacement for Abigail. You can't do that to her character so early on. You just introduced her 6 months ago? I like this photo of Chad because it shows him for what he is, a pretty boy born of money. Sure, he's nice and responsible and all, but really he's just looking for a replacement for his dead wife. Speaking of which, we all keep saying that he just lost his wife. Just was 6 months ago, people. He's not in the thick of grieving anymore. We can quit feeling sorry for him now. He's had his time to be weepy, and now he can leave Stephanie alone. Alex. Now, I know the thing, how he turned Stephanie's phone off, and that's terrible because he did it without her knowledge and all this. I would like to present the case for Alex because I am a defense lawyer at heart. Point A. Stephanie left her phone alone with Alex while she went into the bathroom, and I know that seems normal to you, but listen, if you're gonna have premarital sex with a guy already, who is kind of not to be trusted anyway, maybe don't leave him alone with your phone. That's all I'm saying. Point B. Studies show that 98% of the time, when your phone is dead or powered off, you don't get calls about your dead mother. So let's look at the statistics here. The stats are very clear that this is not my boy Alex's fault. When any given iPhone is powered off, studies have shown that 98% of the calls it receives will be from Chad. But not for dead mom reasons, mostly for work or other reasons. 1% of those calls will also be from Chad, but it's just his kids, and they love you and they want you to be their mom. Again, this is any given iPhone. The other percent of those calls, which can fall at 1% or under, are pertaining to your dying mother. This is less than or equal to 1%, guys, okay? We can't blame this on Alex. Bro was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Blame it on Orpheus. Blame it on Kristen. You can't blame this on Alex. We can't just throw Alex away because he made a single mistake. We have to forgive people. Forgiveness. Pour some out for the real ones because Kayla, Kate, and Marlena are all dead. I don't know how Carlivati's gonna write himself out of this one, especially since they literally burned Kate's body to ash and it's sitting in an urn in the Brady pub. Additionally, I find it truly disgusting that he would kill off the 3 women and leave their husbands alive. Atrocious. Where is feminism when you need it? You just can't have 3 people, especially grandmas, die of COVID on your show. Too soon, Ron. I'm very frustrated with Carlivati right now. I don't know how he's going to write himself out of this. How does Carlivati think he's going to hypnotize anyone ever again with Marlena all dead and pale like this? I just don't get it. I really don't. Before we go off the air today, engage with the community posts. I've just gained the ability to use YouTube's community post feature. Please engage with the posts so I don't look like an idiot. This is like the 5th take of me saying this. I'm really not that annoyed. I just want you to like the post, share the post, maybe vote on the poll, something. I don't know. Anyway. Thanks for watching the Salem Intruder. Like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram and see you next time.